Adab, Namaskara Mudra. Namaskara Mudra is also called as Pranjali Mudra. We start with 3 Omkaras. Please join me with audio and video, please. Take a deep breath in. While exhaling, we chant Omkara. Please join me with audio and video. Unmute your audio and video. Join me with Omkara, please. Deep breath. Deep breath, my dear friends. Salutation to the great Patanjali Maharishi. Please chant with me. Yogena chittasya padena vacha. Come on, chant with me. Yogena chittasya padena vacha. Malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena. Come on. Malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena. Yopakaroktam pravaram muninam. Yopakaroktam pravaram muninam. Patanjalim pranayatosmi. Patanjalim pranayatosmi. Oh. Gently open your eyes, remain in Namaskara Mudra, which is also called as Pranjali Mudra. Friends, what is the meaning of this prayer? This prayer says, I pray with folded hands to Patanjali Maharishi, who removed the impurities of body and mind through yoga and speech by grammar. One of the great Maharshis of our country, Patanjali Maharishi, not only has given yoga, he has given grammar also. That is the meaning of this prayer, my dear friends. Friends, Omkara is Ekakshara Brahma. Omkara is Shabda Brahma. Repeated chanting of Omkara leads to a pranayama called as Udgita Pranayama. We started the class with Udgita Pranayama. Omkara Japa Pranayama Swaha. Today we start the class with Suryopasana. Surya Namaskara, my dear friends. Now let us see to the benefits and how it works. Surya Namaskara. Friends, Surya Namaskara is the salutation to the sun god. Surya Namaskara is a great treasure of our country, designed by our Rishis and Munis thousands of years back. Thousands of years back. How many thousands of years back? Friends, it goes to Rigveda period. Almost, approximately, many times I'll be using the word approximately. Why? Because our knowledge is very, very limited compared to Rishi knowledge. Approximately 50,000 years back. Approximately 50,000 years back. In our country, 50,000 years back itself, we had this advanced science and technology. Vedas and Upanishads says, Arogyam Bhaskarat Ichaye. Sun is the source of energy for the entire creation. Friends, Surya Namaskara is a dynamic sequence of 12 different asanas arranged in, I say that it is a musical concert, arranged in Arohana and Avarohana form. Surya Namaskara, when practiced with Surya Mantra, there are thousands of Surya Mantras. There are thousands of mantras related to Surya Mantras. Now we adopt only Dvadasha Surya Mantra. We adopt 12 different Surya Mantras and conclude by another Surya Mantra. Friends, when Surya Namaskara, Suryopasana, I say, when practiced, all the muscles and organs from the top of the head to the tip of the toes will be systematically exercised. Now, these are some benefits and how it works. Now, we come to contradictions. Contradictions are very, very important. What are contradictions? Now, who not to practice is very important. Who not to practice? Those who have undergone total knee replacement. Those who have undergone total hip replacement. Those who are suffering from herniated discs, slip discs. Those who are suffering from osteoporosis. What is the medical condition of osteoporosis? It is the frequency associated with hormonal imbalance, genetic imbalance, in which bones become weak and brittle because of loss of proteins and minerals, especially calcium. So, these are some contradictions. Before proceeding to the practice of Surya Namaskara, my dear friends, now we want two mudras here. Mudras plays a very, very important role in the practice of yoga. Mudra is a profound branch of yoga itself. There are thousands of mudras. My dear friends, there are thousands of mudras. Mudras we can adopt by using the palms. Mudras we can adopt using the eyes, the tongue, the toes, the legs. Now, suppose if I take my right palm, if I adopt a mudra by using the right palm, the left brain hemisphere will be activated. If I adopt a mudra on the left palm, the right brain hemisphere will be activated. The recent research says that the left brain hemisphere is made up of 5 different compartments, and even the right brain hemisphere is made up of 5 different compartments. So, to activate the entire brain, we adopt mudras on both the palms. Now, I take my right palm, thumb. Thumb is the biggest finger. I bring the thumb to the root of the small finger. Now I bring the thumb to the root of the small finger. Now this is Santosha Mudra, my dear friends. Santosha, happiness. Santosha Mudra means happiness mudra. It is anti-depression mudra. Now, whenever you are free, now you adopt this Santosha Mudra and you can place on the respective knees. Just to observe yourself. Close your eyes, adopt Santosha Mudra, observe yourself. Without any reason, you feel happy. That is great. Without any reason, my dear friends, you feel happy. That is the technology of this Santosha Mudra. This is so simple. Bring your thumb to the root of the small finger on both the palms. This is Santosha Mudra. Now, as I said, as I told to you, this is the technology. What is the science behind Santosha Mudra? Hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers. Now, again, approximately, why? Because our knowledge is very, very limited. Approximately, there are 50,000 hormones in our physical body. Among 50,000 hormones, up to now, we have understood only around 50 hormones and we have named this. So, now the hormones like dopamine. What is this dopamine? A small molecule manufactured by nerve cells, which acts as a neurotransmitter and a precursor of other neurologically active substances, including norepinephrine. I started with dopamine, endomorphin, cortisol, oxytocin, acetylcholine. Friends, these are happiness hormones. These happiness hormones are released in our body. We feel happy. That is the science behind the Santosha Mudra, my dear friends. So simple. Santosha Mudra. Happiness Mudra. Anti-depression Mudra. Friends, from Santosha Mudra, I travel to another Mudra. As you know, this is Santosha Mudra. Now, after adopting Santosh Mudra, I fold my 4 fingers to make a fist. This is, as you know, Santosh Mudra. I fold my 4 fingers to make a fist. Now, this leads to another mudra. This mudra we call as Aadhi Mudra. Aadhi is a Sanskrit word. Aadhi means first. This is the first mudra. Why? Why this is called as first mudra? My dear friends, this is, as you know, Aadhi Mudra. Every child in the womb of the mother will be with Aadhi Mudra. I repeat, every child in the womb of the mother At any point on the globe, I am speaking globally, every child in the womb of the mother will be with Aadhi Mudra. The child in the womb of the mother is a great yogi. It is with Aadhi Mudra. Why Aadhi Mudra? Friends, Aadhi Mudra regulates the blood circulation of the baby in the womb of the mother. It regulates the blood pressure. It takes care of the heart health. That is why every baby in the womb of the mother will be with Aadhi Mudra. This is Aadhi Mudra. Aadhi means first. This is the first mudra of the child before taking the birth. So this is Aadhi Mudra. Even after taking the birth, the child remains in Aadhi Mudra for few weeks. Why? The child remains in Aadhi Mudra. Why? Because now if you come to the top of the head, what we say as the crown of the head. This is the crown of the head, the crown of the skull. Now in the crown of the skull, we have a circle. Now this circle is called as Brahmarandra. I repeat, this circle is called as Brahmarandra. It is a circle. Now this is a soft portion of the baby. Now in a newborn baby, if you touch the crown of the head, it is so soft. Brahmarandra, my dear friends. The child remains in Aadhi Mudra till the Brahmarandra becomes hard. If the Brahmarandra becomes hard, the child releases its Aadhi Mudra and proceeds with its life. So today we are aware of two mudras. If I bring the thumb to the root of the small finger, it is Santosh Mudra. If I fold my four fingers, so this is Aadhi Mudra. We need these two mudras in the practice of Surya Namaskara, my dear friends. Now we come to the practice of Surya Namaskara. Just few seconds. I want to adjust my tripod. Now, before coming to the practice of Surya Namaskara, now how to adjust the yoga mat. I have placed a yoga mat on the floor, like this. Then now you take another. If you have another yoga mat, you take another yoga mat, fold it, or you can use a folded blanket. I have a folded yoga mat here. I place at the front of the yoga mat. I place at the front of the yoga mat. Now this gives the correct measurement. This gives the correct measurement. So I stand at the top of the yoga mat. Surya Namaskara. We stand at the top of the yoga mat at the end of the folded blanket. So I stand in Tadasana. 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 Tada means mountain. Standing firmly like a mountain is called as Tadasana. Friends, we 99.99% of the population of the globe, including me, we don't know how to stand properly. Now, usually how we stand, we throw one leg sideways and we exert pressure on the other legs. We usually stand like this. Now, each and every person will be having his own fashion of standing. You observe how the people will stand. They stand like this. Now, this leads to the spinal instability. The spinal instability. Now, how we know this? Now, if we observe the sole and heel, the sole and heel of the footwear what we wear, the sole and heel of the footwear what we wear, the sole, you take the heel, the top of the sole or the inner or outer of the sole, it is not flat. Now it will be worn at the sole, either at the back or at the front of the inner or outer of the sole. Friends, seeing a flattened the sole and heel of a footwear, unless it is a new footwear, is a rare of rarest seeing. So it shows we don't know the art of standing properly. We learn by Tadasana how to stand properly. The heel and big toes are touching each other. The metatarsals, we are giving equal pressure on the metatarsals and we stand like this. It is Tadasana, mountain pose. And now we usually place the palms on either side. Here, we are making a small modification. What is the modification we are making? We go to Santosh Mudra. You know, my dear friends, this is Santosh Mudra. From Santosh Mudra, I travel to Aadhi Mudra. Aadhi Mudra. Now I adopt Aadhi Mudra. Aadhi Mudra and place at the sides of the. Why Aadhi Mudra? Why this modification? Now Aadhi Mudra, as you know, it regulates the circulation of the blood of the child in the womb of the mother. It regulates the blood pressure. It takes care of the heart health. Now even now, if you adopt Aadhi Mudra now, it regulates the blood pressure. It regulates the blood circulation. It takes care of the heart health. So we have Aadhi Mudra. Aadhi Mudra in Tadasana. This is the modification what we have brought in. Aadhi Mudra in Tadasana. Please remember, Tadasana is a mountain pose. Standing firmly like a mountain is the mountain pose, Tadasana. This is the first asana in Surya Namaskara. Now I adopt Pranjali Mudra. Namaskara Mudra. Now you bring these two palms, the Namaskara Mudra, and press the two palms so that the shoulder blades will be activated. So this is the Namaskara Mudra. You know, we started with Namaskara Mudra. Namaskara Mudra is also called as Pranjali Mudra. Now, this Namaskara Mudra is with Asana, is with Tadasana, my friends. So it is Namaskara Asana. Second asana in the Surya Namaskara. So this is the Namaskara Asana. I bring my two palms down. I inhale, I go up. Now you stretch, don't go too much back. You stretch. Now you give the importance to your balance. You stretch as far as possible. This is Urdhvasana. Asana, the third asana in the Supine Namaskara. Now I exhale. I bring the two palms and place on the floor where we have the palms. Hasta means palm, pada means leg. So this is Hasta Padasana. Where in the Hasta Padasana, I bring both the palms and legs together. I place the palms on the floor. Now even if the knees are bent, no problem, right? I place my two palms parallel and completely on the floor, right? This is Hasta Padasana. Please remember, always the Surya Namaskara, we start from the right leg. So this is Hasta I take my right leg back, and I rest my right knee on the floor. I am resting my right knee on the floor. This is Ekapada Prasthana. Ekapada Prasthana. Now I take my left leg and bring, I touch my two big toes and heels. This is, and the back of the two thighs are straight, the heels completely on the floor, chin lock. This is Parvatasana. Parvatasana, again mountain pose. Tada and Parvata both are the same. Now, Sastanga Pranipadasana. The two legs and palms are already on the floor. I bring my two knees and rest on the floor and the chest and forehead. So we have 8 organs on the floor. Shasta, Asta means 8. Shastanga Pranipadasana. Please remember, you should not touch the abdomen to the floor. Shastanga Pranipadasana. Now you rise to Bhujangasana. Bhujanga is a Sanskrit word. Bhujanga means snake, Sarpasana. Up to this, it is Arohana, uphill. Arohana. Now, as we came, now we go downhill, Avarohana. This is Bhujangasana, Sarpasana. Now I go back to Parvatasana. Already we are Parvatasana. Parvatasana. We started with the right leg. I have taken the right leg back. Now I take the right leg side. I come back to Ekapada Prashanasana. This is Ekapada Prashanasana. I come to Hasta Padasana, and I come to Namaskarasana. So this is the one round of Surya Namaskara. If I proceed to the second round, it becomes only a physical exercise. So I stand in Tadasana with Namaskara Mudra, Namaskarasana, my friends, you know. Now we adopt Surya Mantra. Friends, there are thousands of Surya Mantras. Now we adopt Dvadasha Surya Mantras. Dvadasha means 12 basic Surya Mantras. So we know that in our country, any mantra, we start from Om. So I remain in Namaskarasana. Oh, the first mantra is Om Mitraya Namaha. Now, so it's so beautiful. Mitra means a friend. We call the sun god as our friend. See the beauty of our country. The sun is the source of millions, billions, trillions of creatures on the earth, right? We call Surya in the morning is Brahma. Surya in the afternoon is Maheshwara. Surya in the evening it becomes Swayam Vishnu. So Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is our sun god. We call him as a friend. Om Mitra. So this is the first round. First round of Surya Namaskara. We please remember Surya, the practice of Surya Namaskara, we always start from the right leg. Now I am in Tadasana, the Tadasana with Aadhi Mudra. With Aadhi Mudra, the first asana, I swing my both the arms, I come to Namaskara Asana, second asana. I bring my two palms down, inhale, go up, move to asana, the third asana, come to Astapadasana, fourth asana. Now you take the right leg back, rest your right palm on the floor, right palm on the floor. This is Astapadasana. Now you take the left. Now you take the left leg and see that the big toes and heels are touching each other. Now you rest the sole on the floor. The mat of the two thighs are right chin down. This is Parvatasana, mountain pose. Now you come to Sastanga Pranipadasana, 8 organs on the floor. Sastanga Pranipadasana. We go down like this, either for guard or for elder. Sastanga Pranipadasana. Rise to Bhujangasana, Sarpasana. Up to this it is, please remember, up to this it is Arohana, uphill. Now I go back, downhill. Parvatasana, already we are aware of Parvatasana. We started with the left leg. Now you bring the left leg forward, Ekapada Prasanasana, left leg to the bottom of the folded blanket. The right knee is resting on the floor. This is Ekapada Prasanasana. Come to Hastapadasana, Hastapadasana, and the Namaskarasana. So totally we have 12 different asanas in one round. In one round, my dear friends, you will be practicing 12 different asanas. That is the beauty of Surya Namaskara. And we cannot proceed as now. If we proceed to the next, it becomes just a physical exercise. We conclude this round by a Surya mantra. So remain in Pranjali Mudra, remain in Namaskarasana. Om Ravaye Namaha. So please remember the practice of Surya Namaskara. We always start from the right leg and we come to left leg and right, left. The practice goes on like that. So we started with right leg and we practice with left leg. Now we go to the right leg. I mean Tadasana, mountain pose 1. I swing, come to Namaskara 2. Take the palms down, go to Urdhvasana 3. Come to Asapadasana 4. Come to Ekapada Prasnasana. The right knee on the floor. Ekapada. Now Parvata. Then Asastanga. Sarpasana. Up to this it is Arohana. Now go back to mountain pose. Now here I have taken the right leg back. Take the right leg straight up to the bottom of the folded blanket. Ekapada Prasnasana. You rest the left knee on the floor. Ekapada Prasnasana. Come to Astapadasana. This is Astapadasana. Namaskarasana. Om Suryaya Namaha. Please repeat with me. Om Suryaya Namaha. Come on, come on. So this is the Namaskara. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to this Arohana. 9, 10, 11, 12. Om Kagaya Namaha. Right, right. Another 2, please. Right. So I'm in Tadasana with Aadhi Mudra. Tadasana with Aadhi Mudra. This is the first asana. Come to Namaskara. Second, come go to Uttanasana. 3, Hastapadasana. 4, now you start with the right leg. Right leg, Ekapada. Rest, rest. The right knee on the foot. Come to Uttanasana. The leg of the two soles are complete. Two soles are completely on the floor. The leg of the two thighs was straight. Chinda, Parvata, Sastanga, Bhujanga, Arohana, go to Avarohana, go to Parvatasana, go back to Parvatasana. Here, you have started with the right leg. Now you bring the right leg forward. Ekapada, rest. The left knee on the floor. Ekapada, come to Hastapada. Hastapada, Hasta means palms, Pada means the feet. Both Hasta and Pada are together. Come to Namaskara Asana. Om Kagaya Namaha. Now, left. Come on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you take the left leg back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to this Arohana, my dear friends. Uphill. Now we put Avarohana downhill. We go back to Parvatasana. We started from the left leg. I take the left leg forward, rest the right knee on the floor. Ekapada. Now I come to Hastapada, Namaskara. Om Pushte Namaha. So today we have practiced 6 Surya Namaskaras. 6 Surya Namaskaras. Each Surya Namaskara is with 12 different asanas in the Arohana and Avarohana form. Uphill and downhill. See the systematic way our Rishis and Munis have designed. And how we conclude? Now, we cannot conclude the practice of Surya Namaskara abruptly. Now, how to conclude? I come to the back of the folded blanket on the yoga mat. Please remember the Surya Namaskara. We start from the top of the yoga mat. We start from the top of the yoga mat. Always we start the practice of Surya Namaskara with the right leg. Please remember, right leg standing at the top of the yoga mat. And how to conclude? We cannot conclude abruptly. We take 3 pradakshinas. Pradakshinas is always in the clockwise direction. I remain in Namaskara Mudra. I take the pradakshina, 3 pradakshinas in the clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3. So after 3 pradakshinas, my dear friends, After 3 pradakshinas, we conclude the practice by another small round, one round of Surya Namaskara. So I am starting in Tadasana. What is the modification we have made? In Tadasana, we have adopted the Aadhi Mudra, a very, very important mudra. So I am standing, this is the first asana. I am standing in Tadasana. Tada is Tada and Parvata, they say. Tadasana, I am standing here like a firm mountain. Tadasana with Aadhi Mudra. Aadhi Mudra. So this is the first asana. I swing my 2 arms back. I come to Namaskara Mudra. Namaskara Asana, second asana. I take my 2 arms down, palms down. Inhale, go up, Urdhvasana, third asana. Come to Astapādasana, fourth. Take the right foot back. Ekapada, the right knee is resting on the floor. Come to Parvatasana, Parvatasana. The back of the 2 thighs are completely on the floor. The back of the 2 thighs are so straight. The soles are completely on the floor. The back of the 2 thighs are straight, chinla. Parvatasana. Again, mountain posture in the supine posture. Mountain posture. Come to Sastanga. Asta means leg. Leg organs. What are the leg organs? 2 feet. 2 feet. The chest, 2 palms, right? And the forehead. 8 organs completely on the floor. Remember, we should not touch the abdomen to the floor. That is very, very important. Rise to Parvata, rise to Sarvasana, Bhujangasana. Up to now it is Arohana, my dear friends. Uphill. Now we go to Avarohana, downhill. Go to Parvatasana. Again, the soles of the feet completely on the floor. The back of the 2 thighs are straight, chin low. We started with the right leg. I have taken the right leg back. Now, you take the right leg front. Come to Ekapada Prasthasana. You rest the left knee on the floor. Ekapada Prasthasana. Come to Astapadasana. Astapadasana. Namaskarasana. And what is the concluding mantra? The concluding mantra is, again, every mantra we know in our country, every mantra we start from Omkara. What is the concluding mantra? Om Shri Savitra Surya Narayana Namaha. I repeat once again. Om Shri Savitra Surya Narayana Namaha. So this is just, we have practiced 6 small rounds. 6 small rounds concluded with 1. We have practiced 7 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Each round is with 12 different asanas. So 12 into 7. Tell me, my dear friends, what is 12 into 7?
84.
84. Exactly. So up to now, my dear friends, we have practiced 84 different asanas. Within few minutes, we have practiced 84 different asanas. So this is a beautiful Surya Upasana, Surya Namaskara. Now it is the time for Yoga Asana practice. Again, bear with me for a few seconds. I adjust my tripod. Now, it is the time for yogasanas. Yogasanas. Wonderful, a wonderful practice. Yogasana. Today, now before going to the practice of yogasanas, friends, there are lakhs of asanas. There are lakhs. The asanas goes lakhs. There are lakhs of asanas. These asanas, my dear friend, these asanas we practice under 4 heads. We practice all these lakhs of asanas by standing or by sitting or the prawn posture, prawn position. Prawn means we are placing the abdomen on the floor. Prawn, supine. Supine means we are laying down on our shoulders. So please remember all the asanas. There are lakhs of asanas. Lakhs of asanas. How many lakhs we have? As the number of creations. Approximately, very oftenly I am using the word approximately. Why? You know why? Because our knowledge is very limited. Our knowledge is really limited compared to Rushi knowledge. Where is a Rushi, Brahmarshi? Where we are, right? Our knowledge is very limited. Why limited? Why limited? You may ask the question, why it is so limited? Now, few decades back, there was a research conducted by Germany. In Germany, a research was conducted. A group of pseudo medical scientists. They were not ordinary doctors. They were medical scientists, pseudo medical scientists. They formed a group. They called them as phrenologists. They conducted a research. What was the aim of the research? They wanted to measure the capacity of a human brain, how much the human brain works. The difficulty is, my dear friend, one brain cannot understand another brain. That is the difficulty. One brain cannot understand another brain. It needs a super brain. So again, the aim of the research was to measure how much that this human brain works. How they conducted the research. They took the structure of the brain of only the Nobel Prize winners. The Nobel Prize winners, the pinnacle of our intelligence. They chose the Nobel Prize winners from different fields, science, technology, arts, and so from different fields. They only chose only the Nobel laureates. It was not a easy research. After an extensive research by this pseudo medical scientists, then they came to the conclusion of the research, the result of the research conducted by Germans few decades back. So what was the result of that very difficult research? The outcome of that research was the Nobel Prize winners. The Nobel Prize winners, we call them as the pinnacle of our intelligence, pinnacle of human intelligence. Nobel Prize winners. My dear friends, please hear me properly. These Nobel laureates, Nobel Prize winners, they were using only 2%, 2% of the capacity of the human brain. Only 2%, they rise to the pinnacle of intelligence of the human beings by using only 2% of the brain capacity. That was the outcome of the result. And what we are using for common people, what we are using. When I said this in one of my classes, right? I was teaching mathematics. Mathematics is a like it takes so after they cannot concentrate full 1 hour. So after few important theorems and proofs, everything, I was devoting 5-10 minutes. I was deviating to yoga. I explained this research in my class, and I asked my students, tell me how much we are using, how much we are using. One small, my lady student, she stood up, she stood up and said, sir, shall I tell? Come on, please tell it. 0.000000. We don't know where to put one, sir. Right? 0.00000, so many zeros, one. Right? Am I correct, sir? She asked me. Exactly. So we, my dear friends, we are using the minimum, the Nobel Prize winners were using only 2% of the brain capacity. On the other hand, my dear friends, on the other hand, if a man can use this 100% of the brain capacity, what he becomes? What he becomes, tell me. What he becomes, tell me. That is the Rishi brain. That is the Rishi brain. And they didn't had the answer for this. How to attain to use a man, right? It is just escalating a man to a superman who can use his 100% of his brain capacity. They didn't had the answer for this. How to use 100% of the brain capacity, right? Now, every research on yoga, right, eventually come back to our country. For the answer, they must come back to our country. So they wanted the help of our country. We were always ready. My dear friends, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the entire planet is our family. Now, again, I have modified that. Not only our planet, the entire, right, not only Milky Way, right, in our own Milky Way, we have now we have our own solar system, right? In our Milky Way, we have lakhs of solar systems like this. Now, that is perceived by us. We call that as Milky Way, Milky Way. And the velocity of a light in one click, it travels 3 lakh kilometers per second. Per second, we measure the distance in light years. Light years means the light which travels in 1 year. 1 year, it is billions, trillions of kilometers. 1 year. I was talking about our own Milky Way. Now, from one end to another end of our own Milky Way, if we want to travel, it takes 1,000 light years. Our own Milky Way, like this, we have crores, we have trillions of Milky Ways in our cosmos. It is a huge cosmos. We cannot imagine how much huge it is, the entire cosmos, right? So I was the Patanjali Maharshi has designed yoga in 8 steps, my dear friends. 8 steps. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Samadhi is the ultimate state. Samadhi is the thoughtless state. So if you are captured by the thoughts, what is Samadhi? Thoughtless state. What happens in the thoughtless state? The Brahmananda emerges. The Brahmananda, what is Brahmananda? Brahmananda is the ultimate joy on this planet. The ultimate joy on this planet. That is, in yoga, we call as Brahmananda. When we have thoughts, we cannot see that Brahmananda. So approximately, my dear friends, every day we'll be having 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts in our brain, So if you go on practicing, now if you rise to Samadhi state, you reach the thoughtless state. The Patanjali Maharishi, Samadhi, that is Samadhi state, my dear friends, where the Brahmananda arises, the thoughts becomes zero. And the Patanjali Maharishi defines 10 types of different samadhis. 10 types of different samadhis. The ultimate is the Nirvikalpa Nirbija Samadhi. That is the ultimate Samadhi. Samadhi state. So, what is Samadhi state? Samadhi state means I want to go back to Kundalini Yoga. I cut short that. Now, the brain, right? The top of the crown, the brain is housed in the skull. The brain is housed in the skull. So this skull, we call as Sarsara Kamala. We call that as Sarsara Kamala. Kamala is a lotus, right? So at the top of the brain, we have a lotus with 1,000 petals. So this is a lotus with 1,000 petals. So it leads to, as I said, it leads to Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini Yoga is one of the profound branches of yoga, my dear friends. So I just give only 2 or 3 points. So in Samadhi state, when the yogi comes to Samadhi state, right? Now in the Samadhi state, we have the Sarsara Kamala. Sarsara means 1,000. We have 1,000 petal lotus in the skull, in the skull of the human brain. If a yogi enters Samadhi state, a super conscious state, right? Sarsara Kamala is 1,000 petals. If one petal opens, my dear friends, in Samadhi state, if one petal opens, the yogi sees several lokas comes to his purview if one petal opens. So many lokas will be coming to his purview. If 2 petals, 3 petals, it is a journey of, right, not one janma, right? Now, for example, if we have a very good movie, how many times we watch? So many times we go back and see and enjoy that movie, a small movie. Like that, if you come to yoga, my dear friends, now in many families I have observed, if the jiva in one family enjoys the love and affection, right? That jiva, right, after leaving the body, that same jiva comes back to the same family, takes one more birth to enjoy that love and affection, and it goes in one life again. With small one love and affection, I'm telling, right? Yoga is not a journey of one life, my dear friends, right? If you come to the third eye, in experiencing the third eye, the yogi travels so many janmas. Likewise, if the yogi comes to the Brahmananda state, the Samadhi state, 10 samadhis, the journey is again, the same yogi takes so many other janmas, my dear friends. The practice of yoga is not one janma. It is not a set of asanas and surya namaskaras and the pranayamas. It is not like that, my dear friends. It is a journey. It is a beautiful journey, I am telling. It is a beautiful journey of so many janmas. So if a yogi goes to Samadhi state, he takes so many other janmas. Right? The ultimate, if you come to Nirvikalpa Nirbija Samadhi, he becomes Jiva Mukta. Right? Again, so many other states are there. Brahmarshi, Rushi, Brahmarshi, Rajarshi. They travel The journey of yoga is so profound, my dear friends, so profound. So there are lakhs of asanas, 84, approximately 84 lakhs of asanas are there, right? Now we practice either by standing, by sitting, or prone, P-R-O-N-E, prone, where we lay down on abdomen. Supine, S-U-P-I-N-E, we lay down on the shoulders. So there are 4 types of practice of yogasanas, either by standing or sitting or by prone or supine. And how many types of asanas are there? Right? Now, how many? There are so many types of asanas, right? We come to that little later. Now today, we learn some sitting asanas. Sitting, the asanas practiced by sitting, what I am sitting now. Now first, today we see to the Padmasana, the Padmaka, the lotus pose, different versions. There are hundreds of variations in Padmasana, my dear friends. Padmasana, you take any asana, yes, in any asana has 3 stages. What are the 3 stages? What is the first stage? We must know how to enter the asana, entering the asana. What is the second stage? Staying in the asana, second stage. And the third stage is we must know how to come out of asana, right? Any asana, you cannot abruptly go and practice that. You should know how to enter the asana. You must know how to stay in the asana. And eventually, you must know how to come out of the asana. Entering the asana, staying in the asana, and coming out of the asana is extremely important. Extremely important. Now, as I told to you today, we discuss some few asanas, sitting asanas, especially Padmasana, right? Now, how to enter the Padmasana? Now, I go back to the yoga mat. I go back to the yoga mat. I spread my 2 legs forward like this, forward, so that the back of the 2 thighs, are completely on the floor. I stretch my 2 legs towards me, right? The back of the 2 thighs are completely on the floor. The two thighs are completely on the floor. The torso is perpendicular to the floor. I can place my 2 palms by the sides like this. Or if you need some comfort, you can place the 2 palms like this and rest also. What is the name of this asana? This is Dandasana. I repeat, it's a Sanskrit word. Dandasana. Dandasana. What is Dandasana? If I translate to English, what is Dandasana? Staff posture. Staff pose. Pose or posture is the same. Staff, S-T-A-F-F. S-T-A-F-F. Staff pose. Staff pose. Or if I say staff, many they won't understand what is staff. Staff is stick. S-T-I-C-K. Staff is a stick. Stick. In Kasturi Kannada, our mother tongue is Kannada, my dear friend. In Kasturi Kannada, ಸೊಗಸಾದ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೋಲು ಆಸನ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಕೋಲು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೇರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ಕೋಲು ಆಸನ. ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಇದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತೀವಿ? ದಂಡಾಸನ. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಪೋಸ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪೋಸ್. ಸ್ಟಿಕ್, STICK, ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪೋಸ್. ಆರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕೋಲು ಆಸನ. ಕೋಲು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೇರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನೇರವಾಗಿ ತರ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಕೋಲು ಆಸನ. ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಪೋಸ್, ದಂಡಾಸನ. Please remember, my dear friends, Dandasana. You can place the palms like this or like this. This is Dandasana, my dear friends. Please remember, Dandasana is the foundation for all sitting asanas. I repeat once again, Dandasana, Dandasana is the foundation for all sitting asanas. Now, I start with Ardha Padmasana. I fold my left leg and place beneath the right leg, right? Then I fold my right leg at the knee. I fold the right leg at the knee. I hold the sole of the right leg by the right palm, the fingers of the right by the left palm. I slowly pull this so that the heel of the right foot touches the navel. I place it here. I slowly you bring the back of the right thigh, place it on the floor. Place it on the floor. Now I am not adopting any mudra. It is mukta. Mukta. Vama. Vama means left. Please remember, Vama means left, Dakshina means right. It is Vama Ardha Padmasana. I repeat once again, my dear friends. Vama means left, Ardha means half. This is not full Padmasana. Vama Ardha Padmasana. I have placed my two palms on the respective knees. I have not adopted any mudra. It is Vama Mukta Ardha Padmasana. I am sitting in Vama Mukta Ardha Padmasana. Ardha Padmasana without any mudra. Mukta Ardha Padmasana. So this is how I have entered the Padmasana from the Dandasana, staff pose. From staff pose, I have come to Ardha Padmasana. Now I am staying in Ardha Padmasana without any mudra. Mukta Ardha Padmasana. Now this is how we stay in Ardha Padmasana. Now the third stage, how to come out of the asana, is also three stages. Entering the asana, staying in the asana. Now I am staying in the asana. You must know how to come out of asana. Right? Coming out is again an art. How to come out? How to come out? I stretch my right leg before me. Now I stretch my left leg. I come back to Dandasana. I started with Dandasana. Dandasana. This is how I come out of asana. I repeat once again. I repeat once again. I repeat once again. There are three stages. There are three stages in the practice of asana, my dear friends. One is entering the asana. You must know how to enter the asana, and you must know how to stay in the asana, and you must know how to come out of asana is extremely important. Now, as I told to you, my dear friends, there are lakhs of asanas. We perceive these lakhs of asanas in three heads: cultural asanas, relaxative asanas, and meditative asanas. We practice under three heads. One is, please remember, cultural asanas. CULTURE, cultural asanas. The first type. The second type is relaxative asanas, like what we use in what we use in Yoga Nidra. There we know we use either Shavasana or the crocodile Makarasana, or we use Balasana, right? So asanas are three types: cultural, relaxative, and meditative. This Padmasana is a meditative posture. Padmasana is a meditative posture. We practice Vama of the Padmasana. Vama means left. And you know, now we start with Dandasana. The Padmasana practice, we start from Dandasana. Dandasana is a staff pose. Staff pose, right? Stick pose. Polo asana, Dandasana, Dandasana. If I place my two palms to my right, parallel to each other, it becomes Parivritta Dandasana. I am sitting in Dandasana. Right now, the Dakshina Ardha Padmasana. I take my right leg. I place beneath the left leg. I hold my left leg at the knee. I hold the left knee by the left palm. The fingers of this feet by the right palm. Slowly you bring and see that the heel touches your navel. Right? Then slowly you land this on the floor. You land the left leg completely on the floor. This is Ardha Padmasana. Dakshina, they have entered from the right. It is Dakshina Ardha Padmasana. Here, I am not holding any mudra. It is Mukta Padmasana. Mukta Dakshina Ardha Padmasana, my dear friends. So this is the first Padmasana variation. Now how to come out? I come out, right? I come to Dandasana. So this is how I come out of the Ardha Padmasana, my dear friends. It is not Purna Padmasana, it is Ardha Padmasana. Now we practice Purna Padmasana. So Purna Padmasana is of two types. Vama Padmasana, if you enter from the left, or if you enter from the right, it is Dakshina Padmasana. How to enter Purna Padmasana? I start with Dandasana. Please remember, my dear friends, Dandasana is the foundation for all sitting asanas. Either you can place the palm like this or the palms like this, right? Dandasana. I start from the Dandasana. I fold my left leg at the knee. I hold the heel by the left palm, the fingers by the right palm. You pull this and see that the heel of the left, the heel of the left leg, the left feet touches the navel, and please land the entire feet on the floor. Now I hold my right feet at the knee. I hold the heel by the right palm, the fingers by the left palm. Slowly you bring and see that the heel touches the navel and land the entire right leg on the floor. Right in the beginning, now the legs will be right up, either left or either right. Consciously you bring both the legs and rest on the floor. This is Padmasana, my dear friends. Padmasana with no mudra. Mukta Padmasana. I have entered from the left. It is Vama Padmasana. Padmasana is also called as Kamalasana. Padmaka. In English, we call it as Lotus Posture, Lotus Pose. I am sitting in Vama Padmasana. Vama Mukta. I am not holding any mudra. Vama Mukta Padmasana, my dear friends. So this is how I enter through the Dandasana. Now I am staying in Padmasana. Now how to come out? How to come out of this Padmasana? First you release the right leg, come to Ardha Dandasana. Then you release the left leg, come to Purna Dandasana. This is how you come out of Padmasana, my dear friends. Vama Padmasana we have practiced. Now we practice Dakshina Padmasana. I am sitting in Dandasana. Now I fold my right leg. I enter the Padmasana from the right leg. I enter the Padmasana from the right leg. I hold the heel from the right palm, the fingers from the left palm. You bring and see that the heel touches the navel. You land the entire thigh on the floor. Ardha Padmasana, second variation. Now you fold the left leg at the knee. and hold the left heel by the left palm, the fingers by the right palm. Slowly you bring the heel and touch the navel and land the entire back of the left thigh on the floor. So this is Padmasana, a beautiful meditative posture. It is a meditative posture. So I am sitting in Padmasana. I have entered the Padmasana from the right, Dakshina Padmasana. I am not holding any mudra. It is Mukta, Dakshina, Padmasana, Purna Padmasana. This is Padmasana, Dakshina Padmasana. I have entered Dakshina. Vama means left, L-E-F-T, left. Dakshina means right, R-I-G-H-T. Right? This is Dakshina, Purna, Padmasana, without any mudra, Mukta, Dakshina, Purna, Padmasana. I am staying in Padmasana, my dear friends. How to come out? Coming out, the third stage is extremely important. Now unlock the left leg. You come out of the Padmasana from the left leg. Now you come out from the right leg. Come back to Dandasana, staff pose. So relax. So this is how you come out of asana. Friends, entering the asana, staying in the asana, and coming out of asana is extremely important. Extremely important. Now, I come to Dandasana. Dandasana is the foundation for all sitting asanas. The entire back of the two thighs are completely on the floor. Completely on the floor. You stretch your two legs towards you. Place the two palms on the sides like this. Or if you need some comfort, you can place the palms like this also. So the two thighs are parallel to the floor. The torso is perpendicular to the floor. This is Dandasana. This is Dandasana. The foundation for all sitting asanas. Now I enter the Padmasana from the left. I enter the Padmasana from the left and enter the Padmasana from the left. Vama Padmasana. This is, as you know, Vama Padmasana. Vama Purna Padmasana. Now in this Padmasana, I take my right palm, the thumb. This is the thumb Agni, the biggest finger. This is the index finger Vayu. Right? I touch the thumb with the index finger. I bring this to a oval shape. The other three fingers I have touched. This is Jnana Mudra. This is Jnana Mudra. My dear friends, this is Jnana Mudra. Or this is the Chin Mudra. Jnana Mudra. Or this is the Chin Mudra. Right? Now the left palm I am placing on the left knee. The right palm, this is Chin Mudra. You know that this is Chin Mudra. This is Chin Mudra. You bring this Chin Mudra here. You bring the Chin Mudra here. And I have placed the left palm on the left knee. What is the name of this asana? The name of this asana is Bodhasana. Bodhasana. Gautama Buddha sits in Padmasana always. This is Bodhasana, my dear friends. So graceful to look at this. This is Bodhasana. I made with Chin Mudra on my right palm. Bodhasana, my dear friends. What is the name of this asana? Please tell me. Unmute and tell me what is the name of this asana?
Bodhasana.
Bodhasana. What type of Bodhasana it is? I have entered the Padmasana from the left. Vama Padma Bodhasana. Tell me what, my dear friends, it is? Vama Padma Bodhasana.
Vama Padma Bodhasana.
Beautiful Chin Mudra here. Right now, I place my right palm on the right knee. I have come out of the mudra. I have come out of the mudra. Now, the third stage. Now, I want to come out of the asana. How to come out of the asana? Release the right leg. Bring the right leg forward. Now, you release the left leg. Come to Dandasana. I come back to Dandasana and I come out of the Vama Padmasana. It is now we have practiced Vama Padma Bodhasana. Now I am sitting in Dandasana. Please remember, Dandasana is the foundation for all sitting asanas. Now I enter Padmasana from the right leg. Dakshina Padmasana. I hold my right leg at the knee. I enter. I see that the heel touches the navel. I land my entire back of the right leg on the floor. Now I bend the left leg at the knee, hold the heel by the left leg, the fingers by the right leg. See that the heel touches the navel. So place the back of the two thighs completely on the floor. Now this is Padmasana, a beautiful Padmaka. Kamalasana, lotus posture, lotus pose. I'm in Dakshina Padmasana. Now, the left palm, I have not adopted any mudra on the left palm. Place left palm on the left knee, rest the left palm on the left knee, on the right palm, on the right palm. You adopt Jnana Mudra, Chin Mudra, and take this mudra like this. Right? Now, this is Bodhasana. Bodhasana. Now, Buddha is always depicted in Padmasana, lotus posture. It's a meditative posture. Bodhasana. This is Bodhasana, Dakshina, Padma, Bodhasana. We stay in Bodhasana, right? I am in the second stage of this meditative posture. Now, how to come out? I release the Chin Mudra. I place my right palm on the right knee. How to come out of Padmasana? I release my left leg and come to Ardha Dandasana. Now I release my right leg. Now I come to Purna Dandasana. I come back to Dandasana. Please remember, my dear friends. Remember, my dear friends. Any asana has three stages. What is the first stage? Entering the asana. What is the second stage? Staying in the asana. What is the third stage? Third stage is coming out of the asana is extremely important. Now, how we practice? Either by standing or by sitting or prawn or supine. Under these four headings. How many types of asanas are there? There are lakhs of asanas. We are practicing under cultural asana, relaxative asanas, and meditative asanas. That's a big theory, right? If we go back to Taittiriyopanishad, right? It was the conversation of Bhrigu Maharshi with other students. Bhrigu Maharshi, a great Maharshi, Taittiriyopanishad, where he speaks of Panchakoshas, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, lastly Anandamaya Kosha. So these cultural asanas, the relaxative asanas and meditative asanas, it is a big theory. We take slowly a little later, right? A cultural asana should, by practicing, it should come to relaxative asana. And by practicing the relaxative asana should become a meditative asana. That is what the Taittiriyopanishad says about the Panchakoshas, Panchavidya, Panchakoshas. It's a big theory, man. It's a big theory. It's a big, beautiful theory. in Taittiriya Upanishad, one of the small Upanishads, right, where the great Bhrigu Maharshi talks with his students. The students ask questions and he answers. Even we have Prashna Upanishad also, right? So that is, we start learning slowly, my dear friends. This is Bodhasana. Bodhasana. Now, today we start with Dandasana. Dandasana, the staff pose, stick pose, Kolo Asana. Please remember, Dandasana is the foundation. Dandasana is the foundation for all sitting asanas. So we started with Ardha Padmasana, and Ardha Padmasana we have Vama Ardha Padmasana, Dakshina Ardha Padmasana. If you enter the Padmasana from the left, it is Vama. If you enter any asana from the right, it is Dakshina. We have learned Ardha Padmasana and Purna Padmasana. Purna Padmasana. Padmasana is also called as Kamalasana or Padmaka or Lotus Pose or Posture. And we had a Chin Mudra. Chin Mudra, it leads to Bodhasana. Bodhasana. My dear friends, at this juncture, I'd like to say that 72%, 72% of the population of our country, I'm speaking of my country, 72% of the people of our country cannot sit in Padmasana, right? Sitting in Padmasana is not easy. That is what the great Swatma Rama Maharshi says. Very few who have the practice of yoga can sit in Padmasana, not everybody. 72% of the population of our globe, population of our country I'm speaking, cannot sit in Padmasana, my dear friends. So asana, yama, niyama, asana is the third step in Ashtanga Yoga, my dear friends. Now we are following Ashtanga Yoga, a branch of Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga. We are following Raja Yoga, the royal path. Royal path. It leads to Karma Yoga also. Karma Yoga also. And it leads to Jnana Yoga. And eventually it converges to Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the great. Now we are learning Ashtanga Yoga, a branch of Raja Yoga, my dear friends. Royal path. One of the 4 branches of our system in our country. Now we come to pranayama, right? This pranayama is having 2 profound words. Pranayama is called by 2 words. Prana, right? Prana is very, very difficult to define. What is prana? We say that it is oxygen. Inhaling oxygen is the Puraka. Exhaling carbon dioxide is Rejaka. It is foolishness. Why? Now, in the atmosphere, my dear friends, in the atmosphere, there are 21 different gases in the atmosphere, not only oxygen and carbon dioxide. If we inhale, we are not only inhaling only oxygen. It is not a correct definition. Inhalation means taking oxygen is foolishness. Again, a lot of research has to be done. If we inhale, it's not an easy research. If we inhale, what all the gases we are taking inside it is a big science. Right? Inhalation is not only oxygen. Exhalation is not only carbon dioxide. Please remember, in the atmosphere, we have 21 different types of gases. We don't know. We have perceived only 21 different gases. We don't know how many more are there. The science we have invented only 21 different gases. Right? Inhalation is taking the prana is a vital energy. It is very difficult to define prana, a life force. Ayama Ayama is again a Sanskrit word. Ayama is the control, regulation, or the extension, the expand of prana. Pranayama. Prana is the vital energy. What we wrongly conceive that as oxygen. Only oxygen is not the vital gas. Life force. Ayama is the control or the regulation or the expansion of this prana. Pranayama. Let us go back to one profound Upanishad. Now this Yoga Chuda Manyopanishad. I repeat, my dear friends. Yoga Chuda Manyopanishad. Yoga Chuda Manyopanishad says about pranayama as Prana Vidya Mahavidya. I repeat, the Yoga Chuda Manyopanishad says Prana Vidya Mahavidya Yastam Vedasa Vedavat. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this, it says, my dear friends, Prana Vidya is not ordinary Vidya. The Yoga Chuda Manyopanishad, what it says? It says, Prana Vidya is not ordinary Vidya. So what? Prana Vidya is an extraordinary. I repeat, Prana Vidya is an extraordinary super science. I repeat, Prana Vidya is an extraordinary super science. It is not an ordinary Vidya. That is what the Vedas and Upanishads says, especially Yoga Chuda Manyopanishad says. I repeat, Prana Vidya Mahavidya Yastam Vedasa Vedavat. Prana Vidya is not ordinary Vidya. Prana Vidya is an extraordinary super science. Patanjali Maharishi, right, in his second sloka, in the first chapter, right, defines what is asana. A beautiful definition. What is asana? Today we started with Surya Namaskara. 12 different asanas are coined in one practice. Asanas, we started with Dandasana. Very few sitting asanas we have practiced. Sitting variations of Padmasana with one Chin Mudra also. Right? What Patanjali Maharishi, how Patanjali Maharishi defines an asana? Asana is he gives a beautiful definition. Sthira Sukhamasanam. He gives three words, put in one word, Sthira Sukhamasanam. What is Sthira means? Sthira means strong, Sthira, strong, steady, and still. So many, for one word of Sanskrit, you have so many meanings. That is the beauty of Sanskrit. Sthira means strong, steady, and still. And Sukha is a very, very familiar word to us. Sukha means happy. Sukha means happy. Today we started with Santosh Mudra. So, happiness Mudra, anti-depression Mudra. So becoming happy is very, very difficult, what we feel, right? So happiness, we think that happiness is the entire of the life itself, right? We don't know about Brahmananda. Happiness is only a small entity of Brahmananda, my dear friends. Brahmananda is the ultimate joy on this planet. It is the Samadhi state of a yogi, my dear friends. Brahmananda. No happy can match that. Brahmananda, ultimate joy on the planet. So Sukha means happy, comfortable, and relaxed. When we are happy, we are so relaxed, right? Asanam. Asanam refers to the physical practice of yoga. So asana is the third stage in Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, third stage. The fourth stage is pranayama. right? We are discussing the fundamentals of pranayama, my dear friends. Pranayama, right? Now, the mudras. Now, in learning the pranayamas, mudras, right? We can adopt mudras on my palms using the palms, right? Mudras can be adopted using the eyes. Mudras can be adopted using the tongue, the legs, the feet. There are hundreds of mudras, my dear friends. Mudras not only we adopt in yoga, it is one of the very, very important branches of yoga, mudras. Mudras, even mudras is adopted in Natya Shastra also. Mudras plays a very, very important role in learning yoga. And how we started the class, if you adopt a mudra on the right palm, the left brain hemisphere will be activated, right? The recent research says that the left brain is made up of 5 different compartments. If you adopt a mudra on my right palm, if I adopt a mudra on the left palm, the right brain hemisphere will be activated, where we have the recent research says that the right brain hemisphere is made up of 5 different compartments. Just now I said to you that even by tongue we can adopt mudra. By using tongue, we can go to the ultimatum of mudra. The king of mudra is from the tongue. Tongue is the strongest organ of our body. Tongue, right? Kechari Mudra. Kechari Mudra is the king of mudras. Kechari Mudra. Now using the tongue, we can adopt so many mudras. Nabo Mudra, Kechari Mudra. Or today, only one simple mudra I will demonstrate. If I protrude my tongue outside my mouth, like this, I am protruding my tongue outside my mouth, like a chameleon, right? I protrude my tongue outside my mouth. I bring the tongue to my right side of the mouth, like this. Then, now I repeat once again, I'm adopting a mudra, a very, very simple mudra by using the tongue. What is this mudra? I protrude my tongue outside my mouth and I bring to the right of my mouth, like this. So this is one mudra using the tongue. If I protrude my tongue, if I bring to the right of my mouth, the left brain hemisphere will be activated. If I bring my tongue outside, if I protrude my tongue outside the mouth, if I bring to the left of my mouth, like this. So the right brain hemisphere will be activated. So there are so many Kaki Mudra using which we practice Shitali Pranayamas, cooling mudras like this. There are several mudras by which you can adopt by using the tongue. The ultimatum of the mudra is Kechari Mudra. We discuss that very slowly a little later. Kechari Mudra is the ultimate, the king of mudras. Just now I said, if you protrude your tongue, bring to the right side of the mouth, the left brain hemisphere will be activated. My dear friend, if you protrude your tongue outside the mouth, if you bring to the left side of the, if you bring the tongue to the left side of the mouth, the right brain hemisphere will be activated. This I learned, this mudra, my dear friends, I learned by Dr. Rajshekar Reddy. Dr. Rajshekar Reddy has a very big name in the field of research. in the field of research. I say him as a great yogi, a great yogi. So this one mudra I have learned from Dr. Rajshekhar Reddy. He has a very big name in the field of research of yoga, my friends. Research on yoga, my friends. A great man, a great doctor, a great doctor. So the Vedas and Upanishads, we always go back to the original texts, Vedas and Upanishads, about approximately 50,000 years back. We had this advanced knowledge. Vedas and Upanishads says, Panchabhutatmakam idam shariram. Now, this physical body is composed of 5 basic elements. The 5 basic elements what we have in our body is depicted by the five fingers on the palm. So in a palm we have 5 fingers, right? In English, now this is the biggest finger. Biggest finger we call this as thumb. Now this is the index finger, this is the middle finger, this is the ring finger, and this is the chota small finger. So this is the thumb, index, middle, ring, and the chota finger. Panchabhutatmakam. What a fine sloka it is. Panchabhutatmakam idam shariram. The thumb, right? The thumb always represents the Agni, my dear friends. The thumb always represents the Agni fire. The index represents Vayu, air element. And if I take this finger, this is longest finger usually. This is the longest finger, middle finger represents the cosmos, Akasha. This is the ring finger. The ring finger represents Earth, Prithvi. And coming to the chota finger, right? When we were in the school, right? Now we were showing this finger for urination, water element, right? So this chota finger represents water element. So the thumb, Agni, the index, Vayu, the middle, Akasha, this ring, Prithvi, Earth, right? The small finger represents the water, the water element, Jala. Panchabhutatmakam idam shariram. So on the palms, we have the representation of Panchabhutas, my dear friends. So this is a very, very small introduction to the pranayama, my dear friends. Now each and every part, you take asanas, right? There are lakhs of asanas. You take so many janmas to practice. You come to pranayama, right? There are so many types of pranayamas, right? So it is the journey. The yoga itself is not a journey of one janma, my dear friends. It goes to janmantaras. To take several janmas. It's a wonderful, beautiful journey of not one janma, several janmas, right? Now it is the time for yoga nidra, my dear friends. Yoga nidra for complete relaxation and stress relief. Now there are many types of practicing yoga nidra. Today we practice supine relaxation. What is the asana we are adopting in supine? Supine. Supine means we are laying down on our shoulders. Supine. Now today we learn how to adopt Shavasana. Shavasana is a dead man pose, corpse pose, Shanti Asana, Yoga Nidra Asana, Friends, Shava is a dead body. If you observe a Shava, dead body, if you observe a dead body, it is still without any movement. In the practice of Yoga Nidra, we try to attain mindful stillness of movement of the body. Again, if you observe a dead body, it is without breathing. A dead body is without breathing. During the practice of Yoga Nidra, deep relaxation, long breathing. Now, in the practice of Yoga Nidra, the lung breathing stops. If the lung breathing stops, then what happens? In deep relaxation, it is a type of meditation. If the lung breathing stops, now if we come to the top of the crown of the head, at the top of the head, we have one circle. We already know this circle. Now, circle is having two constants. A circle has two constants. One is the center, the other is radius. Everybody knows. Now, at the top, at the crown of the head, we have a circle. Now, circle is Brahmarandra. Circle is Brahmarandra. We started with Aadhi Mudra, Brahmarandra, the soft portion of the baby. This is Brahmarandra. If we come to the center of the circle, it is Sukshmarandra. Sukshmarandra, we call as the mouth of the god. Sukshmarandra. Now, if the lung breathing stops, the body absorbs cosmic energy directly from the Sukshmarandra. Sukshmarandra is the mouth of the god. The cosmic energy enters through Sukshmarandra. It comes to medulla oblongata. Then it comes to the third eye. The third eye, then the prana goes to upper part of the brain and through Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. From the upper part of the brain, it goes to Muladhara. And again from Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, it rises to the third eye, Agna Chakra. And from Agna Chakra, it goes down to Muladhara. From Muladhara, it comes to Agna Chakra. That is how the breathing, this breathing we call as brain breathing. So if the lung breathing stops, the brain breathing starts. And from deep relaxation, if we come back to awareness, the lung breathing starts. Right? So if the lung breathing stops, the brain breathing starts. If the brain breathing starts, the lung breathing starts. That is what the Swara Yoga Pradipike, the ultimate book on the pranayama tells. It is the conversation between the Parvati and Parmeshwara. The Swara Yoga Pradipike, the Ishvara, the Shankara tells about pranayama to Parvati. It's a profound book in the pranayama, my dear friends. Swara Yoga Pradipika. Right? So in deep relaxation, Yoga Nidra, the lung breathing stops, the brain breathing starts. If the brain breathing stops, if we come back to awareness, the lung breathing starts. Right? So in the practice of Yoga Nidra, we try to attain mindful stillness without any movement, right? Mindful stillness of breathing. Actually, the lung breathing stops, the brain breathing starts there. Today we adopt Shavasana, my dear friends. Shava is a dead man pose. Again, I go back. You take any asana, there are three stages. Now it is as I told to you, it is a supine posture. As it is a supine posture, you cannot directly lay down on your shoulder. It is unscientific. We must learn how to enter Shavasana, how to stay in Shavasana, and how to come out of Shavasana. Extremely important. How to enter Shavasana? Now you are aware of Dandasana. Dandasana, staff pose, stick pose. Now this is Dandasana. Dandasana, you know. I place my two palms to my right, completely on the floor, parallel to each other. This is Parivritta Dandasana. Parivritta Dandasana. Now please observe how to enter Shavasana. I stretch my right arm and taking the support of my right elbow, I turn to my left side. I enter Shavasana. Now this is how I enter Shavasana. In the practice of Yoga Nidra, I stay in Shavasana. 2 stages are over, entering and staying. Now, we learn how to come out of Shavasana is very, very important. How to come out? Now, you fold your left leg. Right? Place the left palm on the left side. You stretch your right palm completely on the floor. The back of the right palm is completely on the floor. You stretch the right palm. How to come out? You stretch your right arm, taking the support of the right elbow. Slowly, you come out of Shavasana. So, this is very, very important. Friends, you must know how to enter, how to stay in a Shavasana in the practice of Yoga Nidra, and you must know how to come out of the Shavasana, my dear friends. You cannot abruptly lay down on your shoulders. Please enter Shavasana. We shall go to the practice of Yoga Nidra. Enter Shavasana. If you are wearing spectacles or a wristwatch, please remove, keep it aside. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. Keep your feet apart and let them flop a little sideways. Arms slightly away from the body with the palms of your hands facing upwards, the ceiling. Adjust your blanket close and position so that you can practice Yoga Nidra without moving and with no physical discomfort. Please close your eyes and keep them closed. Relax, relax, relax. Any number of thoughts comes to you, keep it aside. Be with your natural breath. Don't open your eyes. Relax, relax, relax. Bring your awareness to the conclusion of Yoga Nidra. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breath. Awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the room, walls, ceiling, noises in the room and noises outside. Take your mind out. Become completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments and keep your eyes closed. Start moving your body and stretching yourself. Please take your time. Do not hurry. Please hear my voice. You open your eyes after 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently open your eyes. Gently you come out of Shavasana. You know how to come out of Shavasana? If possible, sit in Padmasana, my dear friends. Sit in Padmasana. Adopt Namaskara Mudra, Pranjali Mudra. Sit straight. The spine, back and neck in one common straight line. Gently close your eyes. Friends, we shall conclude the session by chanting 3 Omkaras followed by a Shanti mantra. Take a deep breath in. While exhaling, we chant Omkara. Breath in. Deep breath in, my dear friends. Shanti mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhaveet Om Shaya breathe. Don't open your eyes. Rub your palm. Okay, 9 times, not more than 10 times. Make a cup of it and place it on the closed eyeball. Biomagnetic flashlight energy. A great energy sinks through your closed eyeballs in fraction of seconds. Spreads to trillions of cells in your body. Trillions of cells in your body. Remove it once, rub it again. 49 times, not more than 10 times. Make a cup of it and place it on the eyeballs for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Remove your palms. Open your eyes with a beautiful smile. Have a great day today. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you, my dear.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow we meet at 5 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor. Let us close the recording.